So I am Emma Walsmith, and my Instagram account is the Racontourists on Instagram, and we have a 2020 Storyteller Overland Mode 4x4. Oh, wow. That's a great question. You know, I'm going to have to say that we did this amazing off-road adventure trip. It was called Beyond the Pavement.
Beyond the Pavement.
And it was a Storyteller Overland, which is where we're at right now, and Warner Vans out of Utah. They worked with Bill Burke. He has a company called Four Wheeling America. And he took us off-road in Utah and in Colorado with these big, beautiful vans, and there were like 20 of us.
Wow.
And it was the coolest thing I've ever
experienced.
That sounds fun. Yeah. So on Instagram and on YouTube, it's the Racontourists, and that's spelled TheRacontourists.
Well, I'm biased.
I
love Arkansas, so I'd have to say Arkansas.
Okay.
I've not really been out super west. We've got a trip coming up hopefully in May. We're going to try to go out to New Mexico, so that might take the cake. But as far as where we go all the time, it's pretty much Arkansas.
Arkansas? So what's the specific place as far as your favorite there?
South of Jasper is really cool. You get down the Ozark National Forest. A lot of old timey like brick walls and stuff that people haven't really seen in 100 years or more. Cool little things like that. So
cool.
Arkansas.
My favorite place has probably been Ouray, Colorado, doing Engineer Pass.
Okay.
It's beautiful up there. The sheer drop-offs, because it's a little bit scary too, you know?
Right.
And it's just beautiful up there. You can camp anywhere up there.
Coolest place, the favorite place that I've visited. That's interesting. So I'll tell you this, after being nationwide and going all over the United States, where I will end up buying property and staying is Eastern Tennessee.
Eastern Tennessee?
Eastern Tennessee is my
favorite. I haven't heard that one.
And the reason is because there's water there, and it just so happens that you need to have water to survive.
Right.
So temperate rainforest in Eastern Tennessee, they get about 40 inches of rain a year. So that's where I'll end up. As far as most scenic, I'd say anywhere in the Four Corners states. So if you got Colorado, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, all those 4 states are probably some of the most drastic scenery where you can travel within 3.5 to 4 hours from each other and you can get a totally different scene. So you can follow along at Sir William Goes on all the stuff except for Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. Any of the forums, any of the Reddit, any of that stuff, you can follow along.
Cool.
Probably Moab.
Moab? You're the first one who said Moab. It's actually
Moab.
surprising.
Arkansas has great places, so anywhere in Arkansas, S'more Off-Road Ranch. That's a
There's
great
actually
place.
an off-road place called S'more?
Absolutely.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Just 30 minutes away from here. 7xoffroad.com out of Harrison, Arkansas.
And you're also on Instagram and YouTube?
Yep, Facebook,
Awesome.
Instagram, TikTok, you name it.
We really love between Cheyenne and Laramie in Wyoming. There's a place there, it's called Vidoué Road, and it's like an upcropping of boulders, and it's really nice four-wheel driving, and then you're out in the middle of nowhere, but you're really 20 or 30 minutes away from a big city, so we love it there. Plus we love the snow. So we're on YouTube as J&K Full-Time Adventures. We're also on Instagram, which is JK Full-Time Adventures, and we're also on Instagram as Overland Family.
Man, in 2015, we did a tour of Colorado, and we hit something like 4 passes in 10 days. And I think I saw a total of like maybe 100 miles of pavement, and the rest of it was all dirt. And we hit, some of the more popular passes. We hit Pearl Pass, out of Crested Butte. We went to Crystal and looked at all the old mining stuff there. That was really cool. Then the road was, it was cabbage-style rocks for miles, and so it was rough, and definitely rig came in handy. Rocklander, ROCKLANDER_JT.
Okay, so I know I'm probably going to speak for a lot of people when we say, well, you know what? I don't think I'm even going to say Moab. Probably not Moab, but out in Utah, like we went over around Mexican Hat.
Yeah, everywhere around.
And then
Moab.
Gemini Bridges and stuff on the outskirts of Moab is really cool and a lot less populated. However,
a lot less populated than
there.
Yeah, our opinion is probably biased of the, you know, how popular it is because we went right in the mix of COVID when it first started.
March 2020.
Yeah, and the county
no
was
one
shut
was
down.
there.
So, but no, that was awesome. But ask me that question again in like 3 months because we're going all the northern stuff, Wyoming, Montana, and up in that area. And
Okay.
I foresee that being really cool. Yellowstone. I think it'll be cool.
Yellowstone. I've wanted to see it, haven't gotten made
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
it's on my list.
Yeah, I'm stoked about that.
You.
benandbrandy.com or Ben and Brandy on YouTube, or the tag Off-Road Recon.
Off-Road
Just what
Recon.
everybody knows is
Awesome.
fine. Yep.
My favorite place we visited is Denali National Park in Alaska. It is like breathtakingly beautiful. The wildlife, the people are so nice. It's hard to go to bed because you just want to keep exploring. They can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We are MK and TJ across all platforms.
My favorite place is Utah.
Utah?
Southeastern Utah, around Moab, but a little more west than Moab.
No, west than Moab. Okay.
Around the Green River area. It's still desert, it's red rocks, it's beautiful, but it's not as populated.
Nice.
So,
all right.
So you can find us on YouTube, Cottywampa Overland.
Okay.
And then you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook under the same name.
Colorado, hands down.
Colorado?
I'm starting to develop a love for New Mexico, but
Oh, really?
Colorado is where we go. It's just the mountains are just always overwhelming. We
Favorite?
love Ouray.
Ouray?
area, yeah.
I've never been there.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Telluride, the whole area.
I have heard of
Silverton.
Telluride, but
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That sounds like it.
You've got to go.
Favorite place I've traveled to?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to beat Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Colorado.
it is.
Yeah. That's,
I would have to say I've got a few.
okay.
I love S'more, right here just east of Springfield.
Okay.
Hot Springs Off-Road Park in Arkansas. And then
I've heard of that.
doing the Black Hills up in South Dakota. We do Wild Mavens on Team Wild Mavens on Instagram.
Okay.
And then wildmavens.com, and we have a Facebook page.
And are you with her, or you got your own adventures? You're the driver. Okay.
Yeah, the driver.
Oh, favorite place I've ever gone. I went off-roading in Hawaii. We got to go through one of the old pineapple plantations, and it was fantastic. And while we were there, we planted a tree to help rebuild the environment
nature,
there,
yeah.
because the plastic from the pineapple plantations was hurting everything. So that was probably my favorite. After that, I really like Kansas Rocks Park because they're
that's
close.
in Kansas?
Yep, it's
Really?
down by Fort Scott in Mapleton, Kansas, and it's they're one of our sponsors. But I also volunteer there, and it's close to home, so I can just run down about an hour and 15 minutes away.
So I would say that my favorite place, man, I've ever gone to is Sedona, Arizona. Driving in, you're coming down that mountain, you know, it's all the switchback roads, and all of a sudden it opens up and you just see it was just like a gold color that layers on top of the entire town and the valley and the surrounding hills. There's just nothing like it, man.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it. You guys can follow me at my Overland Butte page, Overland_BUTE on Instagram, or you can follow us at Renegade Expedition on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to start watching all these YouTube channels now because it's like it's different when you meet them in person, and it's like, okay, well now I want to like get to know
When
this
it
person.
clicked on the trot over in the bright morning dew, we brushed and we braided dandelions and chewed. It was a mutual